Welcome to Copenhagen, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe and a true Scandinavian gem. From the colorful harbor of Nyhavn to the royal elegance of Amalienborg Palace and the fairy tale charm of Tivoli Gardens, this city is full of unforgettable places. In this video, you'll discover the best things to do in Copenhagen, iconic landmarks, hidden spots, and why this Danish capital is one of the top travel destinations in the world. Stay with me till the end. You don't want to miss this. Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen, Denmark, is one of the most famous amusement parks in Europe and an icon. Opened in 1843, Tivoli is the second oldest amusement park in the world and still feels magical today. Located next to Copenhagen Central Station, Tivoli Gardens mixes historic charm with modern thrills. Ride the legendary wooden roller coaster Rutsjebanen. Experience the intense Damen coaster, or enjoy colorful gardens, lights, and live music. Tivoli Copenhagen attracts millions of visitors every year, making it the most visited theme park in Scandinavia. Fireworks, concerts, seasonal events, and classic rides create a unique atmosphere you won't find anywhere else. Tivoli Gardens is not just an amusement park, it's a living piece of Danish culture and one of the top attractions in Copenhagen. Nyhavn is the most iconic waterfront in Copenhagen, Denmark, famous for colorful houses, historic canals, and timeless Nordic charm. This 17th century harbor stretches from Kongens Nytorv to the inner harbor, lined with cafes, bars, restaurants, and classic wooden ships. Built by King Christian V, Nyhavn once welcomed sailors, merchants, and storytellers. Legendary author Hans Christian Andersen lived here for 18 years, writing fairy tales Steps from the Water. Today, Nyhavn is one of the top tourist attractions in Copenhagen, a hotspot for canal tours, photography, and nightlife. Walk the sunny promenade, spot museum ships, cross the famous bridge, and feel living history everywhere. If you are searching for Copenhagen travel, Nyhavn Harbor, or things to do in Denmark, this place defines the city. Pure magic for every traveler worldwide. Rosenborg Castle in Copenhagen, Denmark, is one of the most iconic Renaissance castles in Europe. Built in 1606 for King Christian IV, this Dutch Renaissance masterpiece tells the story of Danish royal power. Inside Rosenborg Castle, visitors explore the famous Long Hall, the Knights Hall, royal tapestries, silver furniture, and historic ceilings. The Castle Museum displays the Danish crown jewels, the crown regalia, and the legendary coronation throne guarded by silver lions. Located in the heart of Copenhagen, Rosenborg Castle sits inside the beautiful King's Garden, the oldest royal garden in Denmark. Today, Rosenborg Castle is one of the top attractions in Copenhagen, perfect for history lovers, architecture fans, and travelers searching for unforgettable royal landmarks that define Denmark's royal history and European heritage. Church of Our Savior is one of the most famous landmarks in Copenhagen, Denmark, and a top attraction in Christianshavn. This historic Baroque church is best known for its iconic outdoor spiral staircase, wrapping counterclockwise around a 90-meter tower. Climbing nearly 400 steps leads to one of the best viewpoints in Copenhagen, offering panoramic city views, canals, harbor, and skyline. Built in the 17th century, the church showcases Dutch Baroque architecture, royal history, and unique urban design. Inside, visitors find a dramatic altar, a legendary organ, and centuries of Danish heritage. Every hour, the powerful carillon fills Christianshavn with music. This is one of the best things to see in Copenhagen and a must-visit Denmark travel destination. Christiansborg Palace stands at the heart of Copenhagen, Denmark, on Slotsholmen Island, where power, history, and architecture collide. This iconic Copenhagen landmark houses the Danish Parliament Folketinget, the Prime Minister's office, and the Supreme Court, making it unique worldwide. Today's neo-Baroque palace rose after dramatic fires, resting above medieval ruins from Absalon's castle. Inside, royal reception rooms host state banquets, diplomacy, and royal ceremonies, while nearby royal stables echo centuries of tradition. Climb the towering spire for one of the best views in the Copenhagen city center. Christiansborg Palace is more than a castle. It is the beating political heart of Denmark and a must-see attraction for history lovers and travelers. Photography, culture, government, monarchy, tourism, and Danish history meet here daily together today. Amalienborg Palace is the heart of Copenhagen and the official home of the Danish royal family. This iconic royal palace complex features 4 identical Rococo palaces surrounding an octagonal square with a dramatic equestrian statue of King Frederick V at the center. Built in the 18th century as noble mansions, Amalienborg became a royal residence after a devastating fire destroyed Christiansborg Palace in 1794. Today, Amalienborg is home to King Frederick X and Queen Mary of Denmark. Visitors come to see classical architecture, royal history, and the famous changing of the guard by the Royal Life Guards. Located near the Marble Church and Copenhagen waterfront, Amalienborg Palace is one of the most important landmarks in Denmark and a must-see attraction in Copenhagen for travelers worldwide. Standing on Copenhagen's inner harbor, the Copenhagen Opera House is one of the most modern and expensive opera houses in the world. Located on Holmen Island, directly opposite Amalienborg Palace, this landmark defines Copenhagen's architecture. Donated by the Maersk Foundation, Operaen opened in 2005 and instantly became a symbol of Danish culture. Inside, world-class acoustics, a massive orchestra pit for over 100 musicians, and perfectly angled seats create an unforgettable sound experience. Designed by architect Henning Larsen, the building features limestone walls, a dramatic steel facade, golden auditorium ceilings, and iconic chandeliers. With multiple stages, advanced backstage technology, and stunning harbor views, the Copenhagen Opera House is a must-see attraction and a top cultural highlight in Copenhagen, Denmark, for travelers and architecture lovers worldwide. Frederick's Church, better known as the Marble Church in Copenhagen, Denmark, is one of the city's most iconic landmarks and a must-see attraction. Located in the historic Frederiksstaden district, directly west of Amalienborg Palace, this evangelical Lutheran church dominates the skyline. Designed in 1740 by Nikolai Eigtved, the church was meant to celebrate 300 years of the Danish monarchy. Its massive dome, the largest church dome in Scandinavia, spans 31 meters and rises on 12 columns. Inspired by Roman Baroque architecture and St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, the dome features gold details, statues, and colorful frescoes. After standing unfinished for nearly 150 years, the Marble Church finally opened in 1894 and today remains a symbol of Copenhagen's history, architecture, and Danish culture worldwide. Islands Brygge is one of the most exciting waterfront districts in Copenhagen, Denmark, stretching along the city harbor on Amager. This vibrant area is famous for Havneparken, green spaces, harbor baths, summer swimming, and a relaxed urban lifestyle. Old railway tracks, industrial details, and modern architecture mix perfectly here. Islands Brygge offers harbor views, cultural events, cafes, jogging paths, and sunset spots loved by locals and travelers. Once reclaimed land with military sites, factories, and ship traffic, it transformed into a creative neighborhood. Today, Copenhagen harbor baths, waterfront parks, and city beaches define daily life. Islands Brygge is perfect for walking, cycling, swimming, and city photography. If you search for Copenhagen waterfront, Amager attractions, or the best places in Copenhagen, Islands Brygge always stands out for visitors worldwide. Vesterbro is one of the most exciting districts in Copenhagen, Denmark, located just outside the historic city center. Once an industrial gateway, Vesterbro has transformed into a vibrant urban hotspot known for culture, nightlife, and a modern Scandinavian lifestyle. This area grew around the old western entrance to Copenhagen and today blends history with creativity. Walk along Istedgade, explore the famous Carlsberg neighborhood, and feel the energy of the Copenhagen meatpacking district. Vesterbro is home to iconic landmarks like Tivoli Gardens, Detni Theater, and the Tycho Brahe Planetarium. Green spaces such as Nyhavn add balance to city life. With sustainability, renovation, and design at its core, Vesterbro, Copenhagen attracts travelers, locals, and creatives searching for the real heartbeat of the city today for unforgettable urban experiences. Carlsberg City, Copenhagen, is one of the unique places to visit in Denmark. This historic Carlsberg Brewery district, located between Vesterbro and Valby, is a top Copenhagen travel destination. Founded in 1847 by J.C. Jacobsen, Carlsberg beer has been brewed here for more than 160 years. Today, Carlsberg Bien is a modern urban district combining Copenhagen's history, architecture, culture, and sustainability. You'll find iconic landmarks like the Elephant Gate, Carlsberg Academy, historic gardens, museums, and beautiful industrial buildings. Former brewery halls now host events, cafes, art spaces, and universities. This area is perfect for Copenhagen sightseeing, city walks, and architecture lovers. If you're planning a trip to Copenhagen, Carlsberg City, Denmark is a must-see attraction, blending old European charm with modern city life and future-focused urban design. Amager Strand Park, also called Amager Beach Park, is one of the most exciting outdoor spots in Copenhagen, Denmark. Located on the island of Amager, this urban beach park offers 4.6 kilometers of sandy beaches, lagoons, and sea views. A long artificial island creates calm water, bridges, and perfect swimming areas. You can see offshore wind turbines on the horizon, blending seamlessly with the natural landscape of modern Denmark. Runners, cyclists, swimmers, kayakers, windsurfers, and divers use Amager Strand Park every day. Femern features promenades, picnic zones, skate spots, outdoor fitness areas, and summer concerts. Water quality is excellent. Temperatures rise fast in summer, and metro stations connect the beach directly to central Copenhagen, making Amager Beach Park a must-visit travel destination for global city beach lovers worldwide. Copenhagen City Hall is one of the most famous landmarks in Copenhagen, Denmark, located on City Hall Square in central Copenhagen. This Copenhagen City Hall building is the seat of the Copenhagen City Council and the office of the Lord Mayor of Copenhagen. Built between 1892 and 1905, Copenhagen City Hall was designed by architect Martin Nierop in the National Romantic style. The tall clock tower of Copenhagen City Hall reaches 105.6 meters and dominates the Copenhagen skyline. Inside Copenhagen City Hall, you can see the main hall, the City Hall Garden, and the Jens Olsen World Clock. Rich history, iconic architecture, and a central location make Copenhagen City Hall a top attraction in Copenhagen and one of the most searched places in Denmark worldwide today. Rosenborg Castle Gardens, famous as the King's Garden in Copenhagen, Denmark, is one of the top travel attractions in Scandinavia and a must-see landmark. Built in the 17th century for King Christian IV, this historic park surrounds Rosenborg Castle with royal gardens, Baroque avenues, statues, monuments, fountains, and tree-lined paths. Located in central Copenhagen, it attracts millions of visitors searching for historic parks, royal castles, Danish history, and city nature. From summer concerts and art exhibitions to peaceful walks near the moat, Rosenborg Castle Gardens is perfect for Copenhagen travel guides, Europe tourism videos, and unforgettable city sightseeing experiences all year round for travelers worldwide today online. Standing on the Copenhagen harbor front, the Gefjon Fountain is one of Denmark's most powerful landmarks. This dramatic monument shows the Norse goddess Gefjon driving 4 giant oxen as they plow the earth itself. According to Viking legend, this single night of plowing created the island of Zealand, the very land where Copenhagen stands today. Designed by Danish sculptor Anders Bundgaard and unveiled in 1908, the fountain blends mythology, history, and raw movement. Located beside Kastellet and near Langelini, it remains a top Copenhagen attraction, a must-see sight, and a striking symbol of Nordic myth, art, and identity. Photographers, travelers, and history lovers return here year-round for inspiration daily. St. Albans Church, also called the English Church in Copenhagen, stands beside Kastellet, the Gefjon Fountain, and Langelini, hidden in a calm city park. Built between 1885 and 1887, this Anglican church reflects classic Gothic Revival architecture by Arthur Blomfield. Created for the growing British community, it honors St. Alban, Britain's first Christian martyr. Limestone, flint, and a sharp spire give it a distinctly English look, rare in Denmark. Inside, royal history echoes through donations, bells, and handcrafted details. Today, St. Albans Church remains a unique landmark, blending British heritage, royal connections, and Copenhagen sightseeing into one unforgettable stop for travelers, history lovers, architecture fans, and curious city explorers worldwide. Frederiksberg Gardens in Copenhagen, Denmark, is one of the most beautiful parks in Scandinavia and a must-see green space in the Danish capital. This historic park sits next to Christiansborg Palace and blends royal history with romantic English landscape design. Created in the late 17th century for King Frederick IV, the gardens evolved from a formal Baroque layout into winding paths, lakes, canals, waterfalls, and hidden pavilions. Today, Frederiksberg Gardens is famous for swans, ancient trees, scenic bridges, and peaceful walking routes near Copenhagen Zoo. Highlights include the Chinese tea house, the Apis Temple, the Swiss cottage, and the iconic artificial waterfall. Loved by locals and travelers, Frederiksberg Gardens offers nature, history, and classic Copenhagen beauty in one unforgettable place. Discover the Royal Danish Theatre, Det Kongelige Teater, standing on Kongens Nytorv in Copenhagen since 1748. This iconic Copenhagen landmark shaped Danish culture as the national theater for drama, opera, ballet, and orchestra under one roof. From early Holberg comedies to grand opera premieres, the Royal Danish Theatre tells a story of kings, artists, fires, rebuilds, and ambition. Its historic old stage blends classical architecture, legendary acoustics, and royal tradition, while modern venues expand its legacy. Located in the heart of Copenhagen, near Nyhavn, this theater attracts travelers, history lovers, and performing arts fans worldwide. Visit Kongens Nytorv, explore Danish theater history, admire timeless design, and feel centuries of performance energy alive today. Filmed guide for Copenhagen travel videos, architecture lovers, opera fans, and ballet fans.